AMD Instinct MI325X is the first iGPU to pack 256GB HBM3e memory, 288GB MI355X CDNA for next year with 8x performance uplift. AMD has launched its latest Instinct MI325X iGPU accelerator, which comes packed with 256GB HBM3e memory, while next year's MI355X gets 288GB. AMD goes all out with HBM3e memory capacities, 256GB and MI325X CDNA 3 inches this year and 288GB and MI355X CDNA 4 inches next year. As part of today's Advancing AI event, AMD is rolling out its brand new Instinct MI325X iGPU accelerator, which improves upon the MI300X with brand new capabilities. But before we get into the details, we have to talk about AMD's Instinct platform as a whole, which has garnered support from the world's top high companies and is being used by some of the biggest brands such as Meta, OpenAI and Microsoft. AMD's commitment towards performance leadership, easy migration, an open ecosystem, and customer-focused portfolio has led to huge support from leading OEMs and cloud partners, and as such, the company has fast-tracked the launch of its next solution as the AI demands in the industry grow to unparalleled heights. AMD MI325X with 256GB memory and CDNA 3 architecture. Currently, AMD's MI300X is said to offer up to 30% higher performance across a range of AI-specific workloads against the NVIDIA H100. AMD's added work to the ROCm suite is helping extract more performance out of the flagship accelerator, but now's the time to build even better hardware with the same robust software support. Meet the AMD Instinct MI325X. This brand new accelerator is built upon the same fundamental design and architecture as the MI300X. Using the CDNA 3 GPU architecture, the MI325X can be seen as a mid-cycle upgrade, offering 256GB of HBM3e memory made using 16 high stacks with up to 6 TB per second of memory bandwidth, 2.6 flops of FP8, 1.3 flops of FP16 performance, all packed within a chip with 153 billion transistors. AMD expects the first production of Instinct MI325X iGPUs starting in Q4 2024, along with the availability of respective server solutions starting in Q1 2025 through leading partners. The Instinct servers will be featuring up to 8 MI325X configurations with up to 2 TB of HBM3e memory, 896GB per second of Infinity Fabric bandwidth, 48 TB per second of memory bandwidth, 20.8 flops of FP8 and 10.4 flops of FP16 performance. Each GPU is also configured at 1000 watts, which is a big uptick over the 750 to 700 watts configurations of the MI300X. Drilling down the numbers, AMD claims that the Instinct MI325X iGPU accelerator should be 40% faster than the NVIDIA H200 in mixture laid by 7B, 30% faster in Mistral 7B, and 20% faster in Meta Llama 3.170B LLMs. An 8x MI325X platform will also offer 40% faster performance versus an H200 HGXI platform in Llama 3.1405B and 20% faster in the 70B inference test. In terms of AI training, MI325X will offer similar or 10% better performance than the H200 platforms. AMD MI355X with 288GB memory and CDNA 4 architecture. Next year, AMD plans to launch a brand new Instinct MI355X GPU accelerator, which will target high workloads, and this will be built using a 3nm process node. The GPU will incorporate the CDNA 4 architecture. In terms of specs, the memory will be upgraded to even higher capacities, up to 288GB HBM3e while offering support for FP4/FP6 data types. AMD says that the CDNA 4 architecture delivers a 35x performance leap over CDNA 3 plus a 7x increase in compute, 50% increase in memory capacity, bandwidth, and AMD also comes with the latest networking efficiency advancements. In terms of performance, the AMD Instinct MI355X GPU will offer up to 2.3 flops of FP16 performance, an 80% increase over the MI325X, while the FP8 figures also see an 80% increase to 4.6 flops versus the MI325X. The new FP6 and FP4 compute performance is rated at 9.2 flops. The MI355X will mark a 50% increase in both memory capacities and memory bandwidth, with up to 8 TB per second speeds over the current gen MI300X. The first platforms featuring 8 of these MI355X GPUs will be available in the second half of 2025 and offer up to 2.3 TB of HBM3e memory capacity with 64 TB per second bandwidth, 18.5 flops of FP16, 37 flops of FP8, and 74 flops of FP6/FP4 compute. ROCm 6.2 continues to dial up high performance for Instinct. Moving back to the software front, AMD is announcing its latest ROCm 6.2 ecosystem, which brings an average performance improvement of 2.4x and up to 2.8x across a range of AI workloads within inferencing, and an average 2.4x improvement in training performance. Lastly, AMD is still confirming its Instinct MI400, which was released in 2026 as a CDNA next part and not using the recently disclosed UDNA architecture name. Maybe it's a bit too early to go with the UDNA naming since it hasn't been made official by AMD despite one of their top representatives confirming it, so we will see how that goes in the future. With that said, AMD looks to be going all in on the AI craze with the future Instinct offerings, bringing heated competition against the likes of Nvidia and also tackling Intel, who have been struggling to catch up with the rest. AMD Instinct MI325X GPU Accelerator Gallery.